We have researched horror movies which went straight to DVD release, such as A Star Court, Fingerprints, and Summer Scars. So I think our movie would definitely fit into that category as it was low budget and had a rather sparse location. So I really do not think it would qualify for a blockbuster. It may also have an art house distribution.
In terms of technology using through the film The Corridor, I believe doing the camera work and editing, I have encountered both practical and editorial software, including iMovie and GarageBand. I also feel I've used the track dolly and the full capacity of the camera to make sure we complete the film on time. The audience I believe our media product is mostly aimed for is at the 16 to 30 age range, thanks mainly to our young cast and gripping storyline, and it seems to be very good for a quick fright.
The main character in our film was Jabba, and he was a dominant male, which also attracts our target audience, which was 16 to 25 males, because they would find the dominance and of that character
Jabba.
really appealing.
Jabba is a middle-aged man with a dark past. You can tell this in the opening scenes when he chases Susan Bullitt in her dreams and in reality. He can come from anywhere. You never see his face or through the costume he wears. In his costume he wears his glasses to hide himself really. Behind those glasses he might feel invincible. The conventions we used were simply of film noir and horror. In these we see Jabba as a film noir character, possibly a former detective with a dark past. We also see Susan Bullitt, who could be investigating into the murders of what Jabba has done.
So use a storyline and a set of characters, all of which are relatable. We did initial research of the audience type who watch horror films. The results shown that males between the ages of 16 and 25 are more likely to watch horror films. The villain was a strong dominant male, which is more likely to gain the interest of males. I do not think we have challenged any of the conventions, because I feel as though we have made a stereotypical horror film, for example dark era music and canted, distorted camera angles. We have also incorporated a dream sequence, which is definitely stereotypical for a horror film. I actually think we have developed the conventions effectively, as you can distinguish them very clearly. Susan Bullitt is portrayed as a stereotypical female. She is weak, vulnerable, making it easier for Jabba to capture. Most protagonists, or heroes, tend to be able to defeat the antagonist, but it is proven wrong in this case. Her overall appearance puts her at the age between 16 and 18, which is also the age range of a horror film fan. This may attract the audience of the age between 16 and 25 and may attract females.
Well, I believe that our camera skills have improved greatly, mainly because we knew and used more conventional camera angles, such as high and low angle and extreme close-ups. We use these shots to show the authority in our characters, such as the use of a low angle when Jabba is on top of the staircase.
I have learned how a film's use of location can improve the storyline. Our film is based, as what the title suggests, is in a derelict corridor. We created more of an atmosphere by having one of the doors open to create a sense of isolation and vulnerability. Also, we use a staircase to create a sense of dominance from the Jabba character. I have also learned how costumes can create the right effect from the character's portrayal. Jabba wore a long mac, trilby and a pair of dark glasses. This gave the impression that Jabba was a character of authority and dominance, possibly being a gangster or a detective.
I learned how sound can create a mood and atmosphere and how important incidental sound is, as in the preliminary task it was not really a huge concern. Also, we found that a soundtrack was very difficult to find, as it was very hard to find which one to fit in with our film. So that was interesting to learn about. I also learned about the animatic, as we did not create one during the preliminary task. This is something totally new that I learned about and didn't really realise how important it was.
During the piece, I improved my editing skills by using transitions and discovering which transitions work well between scenes, for example fade in and out. This helped to find which were effective for our film piece. In general, editing was very much the same from the prelim task, but I felt I had more chance to experiment with ideas to alter the overall feel of the film with screen effects like shaking and slow motion.
Oh no.